streets. In between the wicked wild west and the war movies. Have me sticking out my chest. I report for duty. I'ma kill all the bad men. Too young to understand that I was being programmed. And when they mix a gang culture with the pop culture, you can't stop the profit. A lot of rocket science. How much of the military's budget be getting sucked into production of commercials and plugs? Since the dawn of time, we got hit with stones. If the arrow sticks, it can split your bones. When the pistol clicks, boy, give up the squad joysticks and drones. Blocked with the
All right, good morning. So, if you invested a year ago, this is about the time that they had been struggling with some, I would say, people understanding the stock, people understanding where geopolitical tensions were heading, um, people not realizing the science behind everything, the technology itself, Palantir. You know, I say that because Palantir is an early investor in Blacksky technology, and that's for a reason. They basically, if you watch Black Sky, if you watched it, like Palantir, they kind of have very similar price movement. I will say. Um, I haven't seen that much more so in surf air mobility, and I believe they own some of it, but I don't necessarily track. So that would be better for me to track, um, and I may start doing so. But the thing here is what people don't realize is that Black Sky Technology, yeah, they make satellites and things like that, and then we have Lunar, which I think is gonna do well. Lunar, um, and Fly Aerospace coming out soon on IPO. But what people don't realize is I think companies like this can make spacecrafts and will eventually try making spacecrafts, especially once they reach a certain amount of growth, like opportunity. And I think it's just inevitable. I mean, look at this Black Sky Technology. Just recently won basically the next phase of a competitive U.S. Navy research contract to further development optical intersatellite links terminal applications for its Gen 3 constellation. So that literally is like the most extravagant satellite that we have today. It sounds like these terminals are expected to increase the speed at which very high resolution imagery and other volume space based data will be traveling through uh, between satellites before downlinking down to the ground stations. Okay, so this is the Leo constellation I'm probably talking about right here. And you're going to hear me say Leo a lot because it means low Earth orbit. And that's kind of where we're heading is like a low Earth orbit living. This important award directly supports Black Sky's ability to deliver timely, high impact intelligence that drives decisions all the way to the tactical edges of the front line. So, with that being said, from Brian O'Toole, from the CEO of Black Sky, he's basically saying that the technology of Black Sky will be within the Navy, like front line, dead and center, if that makes sense. I mean, tactical edges of the front line. High speed intersatellite communication links are a critical innovation that makes Black Sky's commercial remote sensing services a robust and viable option for fleet wide tactical ISR operations. Wow, that's pretty intense, honestly. Just from what I know about the military and all that. Under the development agreement, Black Sky will explore hardware and software design adaptations. Wow, that could be amazing because I know MDine, like they've worked with MDine, and that's an in-house product. Um, Novel operating concepts for commercial transport network nodes. See, I told you. So they're going to be essential for basically space travel. Um, let's see. New protocols and data movement. Future Gen 3 satellites will be equipped with optical inter-satellite link terminals. So they will have these new link terminals, these new nodes, these new capabilities from here on out. The Space Development Agency transports layers and commercial transport network, extending the Gen 3 capabilities with optical inter-satellite link terminals will give customers reliable access to real-time Earth imaging capabilities across a full range of warfighting scenarios. So obviously they're thinking about this in like the most severe terms, like that's why this is a defense stock. Black Sky is specifically more so a defense stock than a satellite stock, or like a energy stock or Tesla, or like it's nothing like Starlink. They literally regulate Starlink, so don't think for 1 second like if you are thinking about getting in the stock, I just want you to realize like this company regulates Elon Musk, regulates NASA, and like even the DoD, but they are the DoD, if that makes sense. Like they are within each other. Um, so it's important for companies like this to be around because I mean, you know, the even though lately it's been more of a conservative approach towards everything, uh there's a lot of life-saving, valuable, extremely important lessons, I would say, that we had to learn in the past in order to get to where we are today. So these laser based uh OISLs is what they call them, those optical lasers we were talking about that do the node transporting in the LEO atmosphere. Yeah, these what they do is they create high bandwidth direct communication lines between the satellites, reducing the time that it takes to transmit data. So, uh, and it's also less susceptible to jamming, so interference. Supposedly, there's been some interferences with satellites up in space with targeting. So I'm not going to say like which countries and things like that because I have not fact checked myself. I do not want to be wrong, and I would not say anything on my page that I don't truly believe in. First off, um, so yeah, Black Sky Technologies just basically leveled the hell up. I don't know how else to put it. The stock is down. It's only down to $19 from its all-time high. Its all-time high was like 20. I saw it at 27. The all-time high reached 28 something. But maybe, so for example, if you got in 6 months ago, or even year to date, if you just put your money in right in the beginning of the year, you'd be up 76%. Um, so yeah, cashing out at like 130, 140% shares, that were worth $5, ranging, because I kind of day trade sometimes, so ranging to like $12 felt good. Because then when you do rollovers like that, it kind of teaches you more, and you know sometimes you have to fail more in order to succeed. I think we all learned that the hard way, and the futures are up right now. They look healthy. They are they're gold. Gold and the VIX are in a healthy pullback. I mean, we just got done with massive construction all over the country. The node system was up, after the 27th. So the S&P is definitely, it's up. The Nasdaq futures are up. The Russell's up. The Dow is up. So I mean, yeah, rate cuts, I'm pretty sure won't get cut, but I don't think our economy is going to be affected. I honestly do not think so. I think it does suck. Like a lot of jobs are not available as they used to be, but now if you really want to, you know, go to school, go to ASU, go to where your hometown is. Under the Trump administration, they have and under most administrations, I will say, they have special programs, and within these programs, they kind of isolate you to where they think you should go. And that's off, by the way. This is just like a long time. You can like, what do you call it? Add in. So when you do Yahoo, what you can do is add in. You like can do it just like manually, and I chose to do that, and I was like, oh lord, because yeah, it didn't stay the same for sure. Um, yeah, I originally had 52 shares of them. I let it run up. I, paid off some little one credit card. I should have paid him the very little credit I had. I should have just finished it off, but it's gonna work out. It's gonna play its course. I mean, we had a higher volume today than we're basically. I'll put it this way: since I've been watching the stock, every 2 months, the average volume has gone up by 200,000 to 300,000. So that definitely explains the volume. I mean, yeah, we did have CEO um, Brian sell some shares, and that was the other day. We were at a high, or we weren't even at a high, too. Like this was after the high, and he still sold. So like it's not like he's like out there to like fuck us over, like as I shouldn't say it like that, excuse my language, but like it's not like that's why I like Black Sky Technologies. I can see the value with them. I can see the honesty and integrity within them. I also just know about operations in general, like with human trafficking that they've been a part of, and literally taking down like the worst of the worst people. And sometimes it's hard to read. It is what it is. But like somebody has to do this type of work, because if nobody does this type of work, you're gonna have a bunch of Jeffrey Epstein's running around thinking they can do whatever the hell they want. And I don't care what anybody says about that trial and case. You guys can keep your opinions to yourself or comment below whatever you want to say about that. Uh, but once I think that once somebody that is an adult and is in a especially in a position of power, and eh, eh, I mean there just has to be more consequences, guys. I mean, it's stressful for people. It's stressful for people to look at. I mean, think about the countless people out there with PTSD, CPTSD, from like sexual violence, sexual anything. And then on top of that, they have the trafficking situation, all of that, and then they're trying to bury it with weather and all kinds of other stuff and drama. And I see through the bullshit, and I'm here to call it out and see and just tell you how I see it. Like, you don't have to believe me, you don't have to think like me or be think I'm right, because if I hope I'm wrong. Let's put it that way. I hope I'm wrong about some of the stuff I think about project. Um and what sucks is like back then we didn't necessarily have this type of technology to shut down an operation that large. Like Epstein's operation was apparently so large that it was like matching uh the like human trafficking ring, like the black market human trafficking ring. And this is because he was involved in such high class, high profile individuals, which is not, it's disgusting, but it's the truth. I mean, and that's what I know, that's what I've learned. And since I've been born, and since I started watching Fox News and the news, that's what I've seen. So that's what it is. What it is. Obtain space-based insights from strategic decisions. So this is Black Sky Spectra AI, and it does include a tad bit of Palantir software. So just, I mean, I know it does. It has to, guys, right? Um, you can go here. You can check out the new Gen 3 satellites. I've already checked them all out. There's a lot of good photos up there. Mainly want to do if you're investing in Black Sky. is you're going to want to stay up to date. So you just go here, you go to their investors relation page, or you find the contact us page, or even look at their blog every other day, or save it as your favorites. But I like to just constantly review the investor relations page because they do update it quite often. Actually, they actually update it more than any other company I've seen. And also, yes, congratulations. They did win another contract. It's a Gen 3, Gen 2 monitoring service from Latin America defense and intelligence customers. And we cannot really say who those customers are. I'm sure you can find them out there. But, you know, that's just how it is. Let's see. Second quarter results for this quarter is going to be on August 7th, 2025. So it seems like a day or so. And I'm sure they're going to do great. I expect another beat. I expect another. This is probably going to be one of the better earnings calls to listen to because you never know if they're going to introduce spacecrafts. And if they do introduce spacecrafts, that is going to send the stock flying. I've been saying this for a while, and people don't really believe me, but nobody believed me about Palantir. So, and honestly, I fumbled the bag on Palantir. I sold at 100 something bucks, and now it's like what 160 or something. Um, but luckily, I think my brother's into Palantir right now, so at least one of us is. Um, I mean, I always feel like I am because Black Sky only is around because Peter Thiel, Alex Karp, they literally helped fund Black Sky. So, I mean, that's a huge reason why I love the company so much. Um, and the second, I would say, is the regulation part. Like I said, like the regulation part is important. I don't know if you guys heard, but a couple weeks ago, it wasn't Elon necessarily, but SpaceX was trying to send up a rocket, and it's hilarious because in the article, they basically just don't talk about Black Sky. Like they're like some third party space based intelligence company was the one to reach out to NASA for NASA to tell SpaceX the flight's off. And I was like, honestly, that was pretty hilarious because it's like, why can't you just say Black Sky? Or at least BKSY. That way they can, you know, get some freaking clout out there. Well, I think I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I just wanted to get the investor relations conference out there. Of course, I'll be on the earnings call. Uh, I was on a recent call on X um, where we were talking about warfare. Well, I wasn't actually talking about warfare, but somebody else brought up warfare. And I just want you guys to have a quick reminder. Um, in my world, hopefully in your world too, uh, I believe in defense and I believe in protection. I believe in protecting the vulnerable, but I don't believe in aggressive, just nonchalant bullshit. Like I really don't appreciate when some guy that's never probably fought anybody or maybe even never done, only does software engineering is saying, let's just, like hyping up war like it's a very good thing. It's where the purpose of all these weapons for us to have weapons and the best army in the world, the best navy in the world, Marine Corps, Air Force, Space Force. The purpose is to detour us from war. And I mean, God, you know, hopefully we never, and that we can all have the same resources and equality. And the world's a messed up place. Yeah, people think they run the world. People want to run the world. People want to be the world, but in reality, they aren't. So that's what we need to realize as a collective culture that we together are in this and that. We have to have more. We have to have more faith. I mean, we really do. Like it's sad that people don't have as much faith as they used to. But I mean, I think slowly but surely it'll get there. I mean, I've never not had any in our Navy, I should say. So I just want you guys to check the stock because I like the stock. I like the stock a lot. I think the valuation is going to stretch, and we'll see something similar to like Palantir last year, maybe. Who knows? But I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.